Martina, why do we do this?
A good question. I think a lot of people ask themselves why we are doing this.
Are they crazy?
Are they crazy?
Yes, we are. Welcome to Backyard Camps and this YouTube channel. This channel is all about us building backyard camps. My name is Obi Oddbjørn. This is
Martina.
my wife. Backyard camps came because I grew up on a farm. And when I grew up on a farm, this farm was very central in our local town where all my friends were around. And my father and mother was so great, and I'm grateful for that. So they allowed all neighbors to come there and play, and we had caravan, we had motorcycles,
Living the farm life.
we living the farm life, building cabins, small cabins, and building machines like these motorbikes and all that, and played and had this bonfire evenings all the time.
Your home was like a place for everyone to come and just enjoy.
Yeah.
Either if Oddbjørn were there or he
not.
was out doing something else, everyone was welcome doing their stuff. So backyard camp is like we welcome you to our backyard because we are going to live in this camp, and we welcome you to our backyard to just enjoy.
The same principle,
Yeah.
actually. Just we have it open for the whole world.
Yes. Welcome.
We were traveling all over the world in 2019, and I already had this vision about something I wanted to create. We traveled all over the world and we asked ourselves this question: if we had all the money in the world, what would we do?
We talked a lot about that in 2019. We were actually traveling for 10 months over 18 countries all over the world. We got so many impressions that made us think about this. Like, what do we like to do when we get home? How do we want our life to be when we are grown-ups?
We still want to play, like when you
Yeah.
travel, our highest passion is traveling, so
We are.
we want to work in this field as well.
Yeah,
So
we are grown-up kids.
yes, when we travel, all the people are so happy and they're so energized and they're so full of life. Like
Yes.
we have worked many different jobs.
And we both got this feeling that we want to give back what we experienced when we were out traveling.
So when we came home from our trip, we both applied on jobs that would fit this plan. So she went and worked as a nurse.
Yep, at the hospital.
And I went again out offshore to work on these oil fields. And this is the reason why, is because I had a lot of time when I was home to build this concept or this plan or this dream. And we did that actually for 4.5 years before we had the green lights to start.
Yeah, it took a lot of time.
Yeah, so in the beginning we didn't have a clue where it's going to be actually for 2 years. And we were looking for property, and I was going and knocking on people's door, and that was scary.
The reason why it was difficult to get the area that we can have, it's very important for us that the cabin is from distance from each other, not like close to each other. It's a big difference.
Because we were out and traveling in Europe, and we saw these camps in Europe. They were like close by, and you can hear the neighbor fart. And when we were traveling all over in the rest of the world, like Africa, they had big spaces between, and you went out and you saw an elephant right outside your hut or your tent. And we had this amazing nature experience, and we knew we could make that in Norway. And we were so lucky to have amazing friends that provided us with this land. And then we started applying. And we were so lucky that the government really loved this idea and helped us. And the process actually went quite fast, 1.5, 2 years before we were able to start building. We used all the money actually we earned.
Yeah, because in Norway you can't get a loan for the appliance, so we have to provide that by ourselves.
So how we did that is we knew already when we came home that we need to get our liabilities down. Liability is easy, it's all what you spend. So we had a cheap car, we had a cheap place to live, and we focused on everything being a small liability, and we still do.
Yeah.
So this was the whole key, to be honest, and we have beautiful around us. The car we have is amazing, and the house we have is amazing. You don't need to be expensive to be wonderful, to be honest. So it was no problem for us because we like to have it cozy and nice. The reason why we chose to build backyard camps at Norway, at Bjerkreim especially, is of course I grew up here. But the good thing about Bjerkreim is this is a local town close to big cities, and it's beautiful nature. And also the people living here, it has this mentality to help the neighbor. And there are many young people here building their farms and their dreams, and it's very nice environment to be in. And actually also the local small what is called government, they also are very energetic and are providing a lot of support. So this blend of beautiful nature and all these people and close to big cities is amazing.
You live the farm life and the nature life with a lot of hiking and salmon fishing and taking a bath outside, doing sauna, everything like that. Doing bicycle routes, there's so many of them. And many of the hikes you can do all alone here. You don't like go in a queue up to a mountain where you do in the big cities. For me, I look at Bjerkreim like a hidden gem in Norway. I think it's not so many people that know about Bjerkreim. It's usually a place where people just travel by.
For this summer 2025, our goal is to start up in June, and we're going to have 5 cabins. Caravan spots and a place where campers can go and shower, make food, and use the toilet and wash clothes.
Yes.
So that's the goal for this summer.
And these huts is 3 finished log cabins with different designs and 2 cliff wall cabins.
And everything of this you can see at this channel. When you step up to nature, nature brings you to oneness. And oneness, I mean about that is silence, and then suddenly you start thinking about what you really want.
Yeah.
And this wonderful nature in Norway brings out your dreams, and you start thinking about what you really want. And that's something Martina and me want to give, because we had that when we were traveling all over the world, meeting all these great people, doing their dream life and dream jobs. And to be honest, didn't have so much about money. Although money is important, it had more about
enjoying life.
Enjoying life. It's all about that. You can see all about us building this resort backyard camp.
Okay, take away the dog.
Yeah, let's do this.
What else am I?
So she's a hardcore nurse. When I grew up at home, I grew up.
Did you grow up any other place? For those who like bicycles, the A bicycle.
Bicycles. Okay, we really need to do cut here.